Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody is having a good Sunday, and at least where I am, we've had some good weather today. I am going to be joined today by Leatherneck Mike. How are you doing?
Well, I was supposed to be sitting in the middle of Tornado Alley today, but I am not, thank goodness. Everything's been pretty nice here today, so the weather is fine here well, it's a cloudy Illinois, but it's better than a tornadic central Illinois.
Yeah, definitely. Better to have not to have any tornadoes. Don't want any of that.
Yeah, I'd rather no sun than no tornadoes. But anyway, we're not here for talk of severe weather, and we're here to be kind to the folks of the PBE and give them their flowers and their players their flowers for the season.
Yep. I'm excited. First time I'm running the award stream, so I'm excited to do that, and I'm happy to have you join me. I'm sure you'll have some great tidbits and kind of pieces to add. I always love having you on stream with me because you always add a lot of interesting things. But yeah, we'll get underway. Before we get into our awards, we do have some Hall of Fame inductees. Um, Let me actually do something really quick before I get into this. Um,
Yeah, so if anybody has the pop in circumstance, please play it now.
yeah, I was gonna have a copy of the awards on my other monitor, and then I realized I can't click through. I need to stay on the awards slideshow. But yeah, so we have a couple of Hall of Fame inductees this season. Our first inductee is a third baseman primarily, played for the Makos, Toronto, and the Voyagers, and that is Zach Johnson Jr. Um, I don't think this really surprises anyone. Obviously, get to 42 WAR and have as an illustrious of a career as he had, and definitely would are a shoe in for the Hall of Fame at that point. 280 home runs, I believe. He may lead third baseman in career homers. I think that number rings a bell to me. But yeah, congratulations, Crunk, on making the Hall of Fame.
Two MVPs, four Silver Sluggers, six All Stars from 43, to 49. A fantastic career.
And the three stolen bases in for good measure. Yeah, so our next Hall of Fame inductee spent some time with DVS, Indy, and Lunar Base. Was a DH near the end of his career and had a very impressive offensive performance throughout his career. That is Rake Slammer. Another player I don't think you're surprised to see making the Hall of Fame here. 36 WAR, almost 300 home runs, a career 875 OPS. Those are numbers that would be impressive just for one season, and to put them all together for an entire career is phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean the guy hit 290. In this edition of the PBE, where we've been for many a season now, where you got pitchers, when you come up and you're facing, Nolan Ryan on steroids, and you're the quality of a AAA player, and a 290 average for the entire career of the eight-time All-Star Rake Slammer. A fantastic career for him, and welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Yep, and eight All Stars is very impressive. It's not easy to make it that many times because even with it's a short or small sample size to get there. So making it eight times is
Well, yeah, he's
quite
rookie
impressive.
of the year and rookie of the year in 38 and made it in 39. A second major season All-Star is especially rare when he would have come into the league.
Yep. Our third Hall of Fame inductee was a seven-time All-Star and won some awards as a reliever. Played with Outer Banks, Buffalo, and Nashville. It's Yaj Otav. former cover athlete. I mean, 2.97 ERA, 1.18 WHIP, just phenomenal numbers. Getting to 8 WAR as a relief pitcher is impressive. Definitely is not a player that a player I was familiar with more during my time in the beginning of the league. I think he was the cover athlete when I joined. So familiar name here, and congratulations.
Yeah, also of a very, very good pitcher in his career. Two-time reliever of the year. I am very much a person who says if you win one of those major awards, you should probably be in the Hall of Fame because we have so few seasons and that defines you in an era. Two-time reliever of the year, seven-time All-Star, very clearly one of the best lockdown stoppers of his era.
Yeah,
So congratulations.
especially 7 times as a pitcher is very difficult
Yes.
to do. So making it, 4 straight years, five, 39 through 43. That's a quite a peak for a relief pitcher. We have another Hall of Fame inductee, a career Toro. Played, I think, quite a few positions, but definitely someone that I think there's a little typo on the slide. But congratulations to Lauren Jackson, a very impressive shortstop career. Shortstop is one of the hardest positions to play, and got to 34.7 WAR. I don't think he hit 481 home runs, but you can see he had a little bit
Oh,
of
yeah, I
yeah.
don't think.
But yeah, just had the speed, had the power, hit well for a shortstop, won a Gold Glove, 5 Silver Sluggers, 2-time champion. Not really much more you can really ask for. No, this is someone we're pretty familiar with, Mike. But
Yeah, only a few. Lauren in a on a a storied Cancun franchise is in several major hitting categories in the top five for his career. In particular, WAR. He is fifth, and ahead of Lauren Jackson in career WAR in Cancun is Whit, Batista, Wall, and Blue Sky. All very recognizable names. I think all of which, if I'm not mistaken, are in the Hall of Fame. So another great Hall of Famer and atypically, to be honest, even GM players nowadays, you have one season, somewhere else, but a career long player for Lauren Jackson, a great player, went a long time, and very nice career.
yeah,
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
I believe he had 2 seasons at. Oh no, misremembering. But yeah, definitely not somebody I think many people who followed his career were surprised to see. We have one more Hall of Fame inductee. We have a pitcher for our last one. Spent some time with the Makos, Toronto, and the Sloths, and that is. Oh,
Uh-oh. What happened there?
uh,
What?
my slide is not showing here. Here, let me go back to the beginning. um, hmm. I do not know what's going on right now. Um,
That's interesting.
it is. Let me. I might need to
So
refresh.
what did it do on your screen? On my screen, it was
It's
gray.
gray
Like
on
when
my
you went
screen.
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me. 1 second.
Our,
I just
our
don't wanna.
apologies,
I'm
folks.
gonna try and fix it and make sure. I just don't wanna make sure I'm leaking a bunch of the
Yeah.
picks.
Oh, I know.
Um.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Um. It's there now. So give it a quick.
It worked.
Give it a quick refresh, and we'll get back into it.
I can see it now.
Great. Hopefully we're all good. All right. So back to our last Hall of Fame inductee, a pitcher that played for the Makos, the Pathfinders, and the Sloths. We have Cy Duck, 3-time All-Star, a solid WAR, got the kind of the 30 WAR milestone. just kind of all around a solid career. 139 wins is pretty high up there. Almost hit the 2,000 strikeout mark as well. You got any comments on this one, Mike?
Are we still on? The screen's black.
It is. Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
it's working for me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Maybe it's my Twitch. But anyway, no. Psyduck. I think this one's a little bit overdue, as you can tell by the Mako's logo. Psyduck, a very good pitcher. Had a wonderful season in 2058. I don't remember exactly what season that is. With Toronto, the 67 win Pathfinder team, 296 ERA and 5 WAR, the second best season in the history of the Maui and Toronto franchise. So a excellent pitcher for his time, and then ended his career in San Antonio. And nearly 2,000 strikeouts is not a number that you should shake a stick at. So Psyduck, congratulations on the Hall of Fame, and what a terrific render.
Indeed, quite a great name, and I think we got Psyduck Part 2 kind of coming up in Boise, if I'm remembering that correctly. So now on to the awards. We have congratulations to the Cancun Toros, who are our Majors World Series champions.
Yeah,
Uh,
congrats, Heck.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. But yeah, we'll get into the Silver Sluggers. At catcher, I believe this one was unanimous, probably not a huge surprise to anyone. But we have Alaskan Bullworm, user XFlex, led all catchers in home runs, RBIs, triples, and on base percentage. Pretty sure was near the top of the league in almost every single hitting category. Definitely not a surprising winner here for the Silver Slugger. We'll go on to first base, and we had a tie. I do not know what the tiebreaker was for it, but
Yeah, there's for the record, we do not have a note. So if there is an awards team member in the chat, if you would please
yeah,
mention. Oh, first place
I
votes.
do
Okay,
believe it is
cool.
first place votes, so I'm
Okay,
gonna assume
good.
that's what the breaker was on this one. But
Thank
yeah,
you, Nas.
at first base we have the Death Valley Scorpion, Ted Giannoulis, taking down the Silver Slugger. Finished top 5 in OPS plus for Champions first base all 5 seasons of his majors career. Just been phenomenal every single year so far for the Scorpions.
So is the render the mascot, or is it the board? I think it's interesting if the eye chart can hit. That is very impressive for TGP. Not only animating an eye chart and making it a sentient being, but also getting it to hit so well over its career.
Yeah, that's definitely a. I would be curious to know if anybody knows. Let us know in the chat. But curious to curious to see if the eye chart is the render. It's the barrel underneath the eye chart.
Oh, okay.
For our second baseman, we have a pretty clear winner here, and that will be Scotty Sterling, user Sen, from the Lunar Base Space Rangers, led second baseman, OPS plus, WOBA, total bases, and WAR. Not a surprising winner in this one. So congratulations, Sen. And for third,
Although
oh yeah,
I think I should read the next one. We don't want you
all right, all right.
seeming we don't want to make it seem rigged. The third baseman, Silver Slugger, will go to Feka Oi Cow, user Hacob. One of the best seasons in the history of the major leagues, especially the modern history of the PBE major leagues. The note here set the all-time PBE records for slugging percentage and total bases. Had only the fifth batting triple crown in league history, so no surprise. Oi Cow wins the Silver Slugger here at third, and they and Alaskan Bullworm are my two favorites to take home the big prize at the end of the conference, the MVP. We'll see which one of them gets it later. If one of them gets it, I guess, even.
Yeah. Move on. Nobody wants to see that guy on the screen for any much longer. Like moving on to shortstop, we had another unanimous selection. A pretty illustrious career so far, and that will be Nashville user TJ, Nashville Stars GM. Had 132 OPS plus, which is the highest for a champion shortstop since fellow star Aldrin Sav in season 40. So quite a big season from shortstop. It's definitely hard to be a good offensive shortstop in the PPE today, but Nashville certainly was a big bat for the Stars.
Yeah, that's what I was actually. That's what I was gonna say is it's it's really impressive to be that good a bat when the shortstop position in PPE is basically just put all your TP in defense and you'll hit some year. Good luck.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely is tough, but we've kind of I think we've seen some shortstops starting to kind of emerge hitting, so maybe some people are figuring out those archetypes and kind of getting that balance down. But yeah, excited to see where Nashville continues to go. Um, Now for our left field Silver Slugger, we had another unanimous selection. I don't think anybody that followed this season this year is surprised to see this name up there. But we have Troy Murphy, 7 arrows from the Cancun Toros, led all majors left fielders in OPS plus total bases, RBIs, WOBA, and WAR. Just a very, very good season for 7 arrows. Was a big part of the Toros race for the World Series and the kind of the division last season. Oh, whoops. Center field is Jefferson Steelflex. Sorry about that. User Steelflex from the Rougarou. Almost unanimous there, 93 votes. It's the second time leading the champions center field in almost every batting stat at the same time. So as you can see, it's been had quite the career offensively in center field, and not maybe a name we'll continue to see winning some Silver Sluggers in center field in the future. We have for our last fielder, we have right field, and that will go to Dazen Guile, user Punk 42AE. From the Rougarous, first pair of center field and right field to win Silver Slugger since the Rougarous, Jefferson Steelflex, and Sober Ramberg did it. So a pretty dynamic duo out there in the outfield. Not rare to see such dominance on from two teammates going out at the same time. But then for our last Silver Slugger, we've got designated hitter, and that will go to Rhino Leg, user Wildcat Bandit from the Lunar Base Space Rangers. 3.5 WAR, almost tripled second place at DH. Second place had 1.2, so a clear and decisive winner here for the DH Silver Slugger. Rhino Leg was retired. I don't know if he got one more season left, but exciting to see him taking home some hardware at the end of his career. So congratulations,
Yeah,
Wildcat Bandit.
yeah, and I do have to say for Wildcat Bandit, I think this is quite interesting because, if you look at the DH position, if you understand a little bit about how WAR is calculated, DH is such at a negative advantage for WAR in general. So 3.5 is a very good number.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean I played DH for a little bit and it is really tough. 3.5 WAR is a very very impressive mark for DHs to be hitting because you don't get the defense and you have a lot of offense that you're expected to give out, and kind of even just being average at DH is sometimes not very easy. So to kind of get all the way up to 3.5 WAR is quite a season out of the designated hitter spot. Now we've got our Gold Glove Awards. So we've got our Catcher Gold Glove Award. This one was a pretty pretty tight race, only separated by 17 points. Were the top two people on the list. But our Gold Glove will go to Ichiban Sakudo. He's our comeback Zach of the Nashville Stars. So see both Stars GMs making an appearance on the awards presentation. Had the highest runner thrown out percentage among champions catcher, and that helped him get to his first Gold Glove award. Congratulations, Zach. For me, catcher is always one of the hardest to vote for a lot of seasons because there's so many
Yeah,
stats going on. But
yeah, and some disagree. Is it, should it be Sarah, or is that too dependent on your pitching staff? Should it be should it be this, should it be that? But I think generally I have seen somewhat of a small agreement that it is RTO is maybe our most valuable stat in PBE because our stolen bases are so high because of our speed arcs. So well done to Zach here.
yep, that's my exact philosophy on it as well. I think that kind of holding stolen bases is a huge piece of catching in the PvE just because of how many stolen bases we have. But now we move on to first base. Almost unanimous on this one. We'll see him for the second time. Ted Giannoulis, TG19 of the Scorpions, took home the Silver Slugger and his first Gold Glove this season. Had the highest, I'm assuming that's supposed to be zone rating, of all first basemen with a 3.1. So congratulations, TG. First base is not a huge defensive position, but it's always nice to have a solid first baseman there and not kind of dropping any balls, making errors, get into some pitches. So congratulations there.
No, actually, I think that you're mistaken a little bit. I think they lead in virtual reality. Perhaps the bucket is a just a virtual reality headset in disguise. That could be.
Yeah, who knows? We'll find out if he has some new VR technology being debuted next season. I know the Yankees had their torpedo bats, so maybe he'll bring out some virtual reality.
Another 12 runs from them today, by the way.
Not too pleased about that as a Brewers fan, but
Oh dear.
yep. But yeah, we live. We'll get. I don't know. I don't really can't watch the games because I can't see. I don't have access to them being out of state. So, but
Oh, that sucks.
yep. Always when they're on national TV, rarely I'll tune in. But yeah. So congratulations, TG. We'll go on to second base, where we have a unanimous decision on this one, and that will be D. Fernandez, user Fetty, GM of the Apex. Had the least errors at second base and is taking home his second Gold Glove in a row. Clearly was a dominant defender. If you're winning it unanimously, everybody's voting for you. Clearly, you were the best that season.
One of the better builders of players in the PBE and is Fetty, so I'm really not that surprised.
Yep, I know he's always in the mix for. Second base obviously a position that has both offense and defense, and so he's. Some people kind of focus on one or are better at the other, and he's. I feel like always in the running for the Gold Glove and the Silver Slugger. So he's the runner-up for Silver Slugger this year. So definitely not a surprise to see him taking home some hardware every year. Now we're going to move on to our third baseman, and that will go to Sting Eucliffe, user AJ from the Lunar Base Space Rangers. A .988 fielding percentage despite facing the highest total chances in the league, and his almost perfect fielding led him to his first Gold Glove. So congratulations on that, AJ. I think probably works out to like 2 or 3 errors all season, which is pretty impressive. And facing,
I do think.
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, you're
I
good.
do think total chances is something that should get a little bit more play in the voting scene because again, it does matter how many times like you look at the ballparks and the pitchers and some guys you're going to face a little bit more at third base. So yeah, that guy may have this many errors versus that, but well, did he face 100 less balls at third base? And
Yep.
AJ did great at both.
Yep. And I mean, having the higher total chances means that you're getting the more balls. For the, I mean, part of it's just balls getting hit you more, but means that he's probably has some good range that third and is making some plays and getting to balls that other fielders might not be getting to. So, congratulations, AJ. Move on to shortstop. We have almost a unanimous decision on this one. A great season in the field for Odin Cheekison, user Cheeky, of the Lunar Base Space Rangers, highest efficiency among all non-catchers at 1.073, second highest mark in the league, and his second Gold Glove, first at shortstop. That's a really impressive efficiency. I mean, leading the league at shortstop is it's a tough defensive position, and just kind of giving you that much defense at shortstop is definitely a nice thing to have.
Yeah, shortstop in this league, as we all know, is it's just max everything all of the time. So it's really difficult to get yourself to stick out this much. So congratulations to Cheeky.
Indeed. And now for left field, we have a clear winner in this one. That will be Sir Poe, user Poe, of the Lunar Base Space Rangers. Led all left fielders in zone rating with 7.9. Second highest was 4. Get the first Gold Glove of the career there for Poe. Um, Definitely a solid mark. Kind of left field is not, I don't think, a position many people attribute defense to a ton, but getting 4.9 zone rating is it's probably saving a couple hits throughout the season and getting to some nice balls. Um, got any more comments on that?
I think left field is a little bit underrated in how important it is for defense. It's not, just because it's not center field or shortstop or second doesn't mean that there can't be any defense there.
Yep,
So well done to Poe, being good at a valuable position.
indeed. For center field, we had another pretty decisive win here. And that will go to Honk Shu, user Dirk Diglett. Had the highest zone rating amongst all players at 12.2. First Gold Glove of his career. That is a very, very monstrous zone rating. Kind of having in center field. So clearly a very deserving Gold Glove for Dirk here on this season.
Yeah, that's a massive number for this league. It really is.
And then we go to right field. Had a little bit of a competition here. Only 20 votes between first and second, but our winner is Dazen Guile. User Punk42AE sweeps the awards after winning the Silver Slugger. Led all outfielders in efficiency with a mark of 1.070. Third Gold Glove of his career, second at right field. Definitely a solid or a great. I mean, leading all outfielders in efficiency is exceptional. So definitely had some good defense going on between Guile and a starting pitcher. But congratulations, Punk, on taking home the hardware.
Yeah, that is the second champions player that has taken both awards.
Yeah, not. I feel like we get a lot of sweeps sometimes, but only two is not. I think that's on the lower end. It feels like to me, but we'll see how the Legends goes. Um, Now we're on to our kind of big four. Champions Conference Rookie of the Year. We'll go to Alpha Nerd, user All Star, from the Demons, earned a rookie triple crown, leading the rookies in the majors in average, home runs, and RBIs, and many more. I know I was talking with All Star about his season, and it's kind of telling me he thought he had a chance at Rookie of the Year, and I pulled up the OTP and went in and went to the leaderboards for rookies, and it's like, oh, that is a lot of Alpha Nerd on the leaderboards. So this is not a surprising win here for me. Very impressive. Always is tough to kind of land in your rookie season and to perform as well as he did as a rookie is very impressive. So we'll move on to reliever of the year, and had 28 votes separating first and second place for this one. But your reliever of the year for the champions will be Roquefort Cotswold, user Roquefort from the Cancun Toros, 2.7 WAR, which was second among all relievers, moved up to third all time in career saves for the Toros. A very somewhat short career, a couple seasons into his career, but already third all time, was bound to kind of be up here for the in the race for this at some point. But definitely a tight race between him and Calm Chicken. Both of them were clearly had some phenomenal seasons. But Roquefort was a big presence in the bullpen for the Toros this season. So congratulations, Roquefort. Now we go on to pitcher of the year. This was a pretty clear win here, and that will go to Steven Slothsberg, user Slothfacekilla from the Rougarous, won by I think that's 71 votes, separating him in second place. Second consecutive pitcher of the year, definitely a familiar name for anybody who tuned in last season, and is the 10th pitcher in league history to win 2 straight pitcher of the year awards. So congratulations, Slothface Killa, on your back-to-back Pitcher of the Year award.
This season for Schlossberg, a 3.68 ERA for New Orleans this season, 183 innings pitched, 201 strikeouts, a FIP of 332. Very good number. 4.8 WAR, well deserved for the Slothface Killer himself.
And I will let you take this one, Mike.
Oh, that might have given it away. All right,
No.
your Champions Conference MVP will be Fekaoi Cow user Jacob. He gets 179 votes. Alaskan Bullworm, close race. 22 votes apart at 157. Also had votes for a starting pitcher, Troy Murphy, Dozen Guile, Steven Salzberg, Sting Eucliffe, Jefferson Steelflex, Ichiban Sakudo, Robert Green, and Scotty Sterling. Feke had one of the better hitting seasons in PBE history. The all-time numbers in slugging and second in OPS, second in home runs, top 7 in RBIs, the 10th Triple Crown in league history. A wonderful season for a fantastic player. If you're wondering what the numbers are, officially 42 home runs, 116 RBIs, 340 batting average, 414 on base percentage, 723 slugging, not the OPS. The slugging was 723, an OPS of over 1.1. OPS of nearly 200, it was 197, and a 6.7 WAR. So congratulations to Oi Cow.
Thank you. I was always I was in that race, and Bulworm put up a really great season. I was stressing at the end just because of how Bulworm had just such a hot second half and was catching me. Eventually caught me, overtook me in WAR by a little bit. So, um, but yeah, congratulations, Xflex, on a great season there. But we'll get moving on from this so we can get them off the screen. Don't want any more commissioner on our screens tonight. Or yeah, guess it counts tonight where I am. Now we have GM of the year.
All right, now the GMs of the year.
Yeah, not a very
The
tight
GMs
race.
of the year for the conference this season are the Toros, GMs Yosh, and who's on first, or Twitchy.
Yeah, I mean they put together. Twitchy obviously always does a great job. We definitely are not biased, but kind of surprising season, getting to 66 wins, and we're the team that got voted for a lot for the GM of the year. So congratulations, Twitchy and Yosh. Yosh kind of his first stint took home a World Series and a GM of the Year in his first season back. So props to you, Yosh. And we are on to the legends. We'll start with catcher. This was a very almost unanimous decision here at catcher, and that will be Sebastian Otage, user Yakko, or better known as Enoch, GM of the Voyagers. Almost believe we have 100 votes maximum. So got all but or all but one first place vote. Led the Legends in slugging percentage with a 618 slugging, and got his fourth straight Silver Slugger. Yeah, Enoch does a great job with his catcher. I believe he won MVP last or 2 seasons ago. Definitely is a player probably we'll see in the Hall of Fame at some point, and has been a force recently.
Now, I know this might be a bit controversial, but personally, in my opinion, I feel like Enoch isn't doing a very good job of living up to his name. Um, he appears to not be sabotaging himself, but rather everyone else. So, what's up with that? You know?
Yeah, needs to do a better job of sabotaging his career. Otherwise, he's just
Hmm.
gonna keep taking home awards. Um, but yeah, for first base, we had another. It's kind of a two-dog race, but a pretty clear winner on this one, and that was Kerry Kelly, user KP. 4184 from the Surge, third straight Silver Slugger, had a led all first basemen with a win probability added of 2.82. Um, yeah, pretty having a great start to his career so far. I mean, you can see three straight Silver Sluggers. I believe this is his fourth season in the majors, so he's kind of just been taking home all the Silver Sluggers as of late. We'll see how that continues.
It's a lot of head office on this list. You have anything to say about that?
Yeah, we just earn our TPE and build our players well, and we have lots of money.
Hmm.
But yeah, congratulations, KP. Now we have a pretty tight race at second base. Only 14 votes separating them here. But our Silver Slugger in the Legends Conference at second base will be Enrique Von Caliente, user EVC in NYC2 from the Vandals. Had 26 home runs at second base. That's a pretty impressive number. Not a big position for power, but got the job done for sure. EVC wins his first Silver Slugger. Name many people are probably familiar with. So congratulations to you, EVC. I believe he's streaming right now. So, um, but yeah,
I was gonna say, I think after the stream we go raid our
indeed.
Legends second base Silver Slugger winner, shall we?
Yeah, we'll see if he's still up. We'll definitely head over there. At third base, we had our first unanimous um, Silver Slugger here, and that is Don Marcus, getting all 100 votes. Second most RBIs in the majors at 106. Third Silver Slugger straight. I know Don was having quite a career, or quite a season this year. Um, get into 100 RBIs is never easy. When you're knocking in almost a runner a game, that's a big help to your offense. So clearly a very deserving uh, player here for the Silver Slugger. So congratulations, Don. At shortstop, we have another unanimous decision with 100 votes. That will be Brooks Walker, user MN Moosey of the Vancouver Vandals. Had 60. Oh, I don't think that note might be quite up to date. I know Moosey had, I think, led the Legends in home runs this season, which is just really impressive out of a shortstop to kind of, I think 28 was or 29. Um, looks like, It was 29 home runs, which led them. Had a four-WAR season. Batted 284, OPS of 876. It's a 138 OPS plus. So a fantastic season there offensively for Moosey. We'll head on to left field. We have another unanimous decision here, and that will be Carl Beatty Jr., user Bectudo from the New York Voyagers. Had the least strikeouts of a left fielder at 89, and it's his second career Silver Slugger. Congratulations, Bectudo. We'll see if he can get any more as he continues on with his career.
Oh, just want to say hello to EBC. I see you now popping in the chat. Congratulations on your Silver Slugger, good sir.
Indeed. We'll get moving now to center field. We had another unanimous Silver Slugger decision, and that one went to Aria Harper, user Bailey of the Outer Banks Aviators. Really dominated the points on this one. Highest on base percentage per center fielder with a 380 on base percentage, and got their third Silver Slugger. First at center field, I believe Bailey was at either shortstop or DH for a little bit before. So we'll see. Don't know exactly where all those other ones came from, but nonetheless, always has been a phenomenal offensive player. So congratulations, Bailey. And we have our last one, another almost unanimous win here for the right field. He got 98 votes. That will be Shrimp McDaniel, user Rankle from the Outer Banks Aviators, led
Oh,
right.
good lord.
That is.
I just looked at the render. Oh, dear.
And I have no clue what that is. But yeah,
I mean, it's a shrimp. I can tell you that right now.
it is a shrimp.
I don't know what it's been through in its life, but it is a shrimp.
Probably it's from Smiling Friends. Not familiar, unfortunately.
Never heard of it. No, and he's not smiling. That's not a smile.
But
But congratulations to Rankle, a very good user here for a long time now, and congratulations on your second Silver Slugger.
and we'll move over to DH. Had a pretty competitive race for this one. 75 votes for first, 60 for second. But your Silver Slugger at DH will be Shaw Dynasty, user Shaw Dynasty of the Sloths. Most intentional walks in the majors with 10. Next had 5. Third straight Silver Slugger. DH is always it's a pretty tough position to kind of
Oh,
win Silver Sluggers at. Just because of everybody's kind of going for offense. But I mean, clearly pitchers did not want to pitch to him when it mattered because he got walked intentionally 10 times. So congratulations there, Shaw Dynasty. We'll see if you can go for number 4 next season.
I really didn't know they gave out free passes in PBE. I don't feel like I've seen them on stream. That's interesting.
I've seen a couple, but I do feel like they pop up more in the stats than they
Yeah,
feel like they do
like in
in
the box
on
scores. Yeah.
stream. But now we're on to our Gold Gloves. We'll see who played good defense in the Legends this season. Our first for catcher had 80 votes, and that's going to go to Satchel O'Richards, user Dak of the Outer Banks Aviators. Feels like we've seen a lot of Aviators so far in the Legends side. 7.3 framing, which is the highest for all rookies since Steve Duke's 8. That is very impressive. So, congratulations, Dak. Fooling a lot of umpires this season, making them look bad. We'll move on to first base. And at first base, 94 votes, a decisive victory here. It's going to be Matsui Hidari, user North the Greatest Showman from the New York Voyagers, one of our resident Pokemon experts, always does really well when the I'm forgetting the name of the event, but the Pokerogue comes on. He always cleans up. Had 53 assists at first base, led the majors there, and not besides Stewart, really was kind of a clear first and second. Looks like just based off the voting. So congratulations, North, on your Gold Glove. We'll move on to second base now. Had 98 votes for first place in this one, and that will go to Malcolm Kell, user Zerg of the Sloths. A second straight, or a second, nope, no Sloths. I'm misremembering teams now. But looks like Malcolm Kell was the youngest winner of the second base Gold Glove in the Legends since Shane Ziegler back in '48. So a very impressive defensive performance to um, win a Gold Glove as young as he is, and did it in very decisive fashion. Was not a close race for first. We'll move on to third base. We had a little bit of a tight race in this one, only separated by 6 votes, um, 82 to 76. But your third base Gold Glove will go to Murphy LeSwift, user KDR. 26 double plays, which is the most of any third baseman since Quinton DeJong in season 48. A very tight race between LeSwift and Lansdell from Vancouver. So congratulations, both of you, on a great defensive season, and congrats on the Gold Glove, KDR.
Man, only 3 vote getters for the position. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that I mean, looks like it was first and second place votes, and then Callahan got all the third place votes, and probably got a second place vote in there somewhere. But clearly some good defenders here that pretty clearly above the rest on defense.
Wait, KDR, do you not know who your render is? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if that or not. I don't know if I've ever had that situation before. That's kind of interesting. There's just a picture of Chris Jericho there.
Yeah, I'll go on to shortstop. We had 85 votes for first place, 60 for second. But our shortstop Gold Glove in the Legends will be Bon Appetit, user Anix, the GM for the Boise Raptors. Finished top 2 in zone rating for all Legends shortstops in all 4 seasons of his majors career. So it's just been a very impressive defender throughout. Fairly young, and just obviously when you're top 2, it's hard to do at shortstop with so many people going for defense and trying to win Gold Gloves. So to be near the top for 4 straight seasons is very impressive. So,
All right, Anik. So let me get this straight. So the draft graphics team puts your real face in every other render they can, and your player render isn't even you. Not Radique, not Hot Dog Anik, not even you. All right, I see how it is.
for our left fielder, we have a fairly decisive winner with 98 votes. That is Pierre Philippe, user PPP Paul, or PP Paul, 317. Tied for the highest fielding percentage of all majors left fielders. Did some good work in the field for the Vandals this season, and kind of helped them get to that late postseason push. So congratulations, Paul. We'll go to center field. We've got a kind of infamous render. I think people have seen this one before and will remember it. 91 votes. We'll see if people will recognize it. we have Summa Dog, user Sorry, with the upside down hummus render. Had Joey Votto upside down in the Hall of Fame, and now we have Sorry winning a award with his new create. First legend center fielder since Dunkin' Donuts to lead in ZO rating and commit 0 errors. No errors at center field is very impressive. That is definitely, I can, not surprising that they took home the Gold Glove.
Well, and especially impressive considering clearly, as you can see, he fields upside down.
Has some, maybe it's just so used to it that the inverted view just isn't weird to anymore. Maybe it's even an advantage. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe he's just hanging from the roof like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Although that would mean all the stadiums had to be domed, and I don't know if we have many domes. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what his anchor point is. But congratulations, sorry.
So we'll head on to our last Gold Glove winner. Another decisive one. We have a for our right field for the Legends. We have Mark Southworth, user M Southworth, the GM for the Crabs. Second of two Crabs co-GMs to win a Gold Glove at right field in a Crabs uniform. I believe I don't remember who it was. I don't know if Potato played right field before. I'm not too sure who the other GM is. I would assume that it is Fern did it 2 seasons ago. Thank you, Dame. Um, so yeah, it's clearly Providence has some good defenders in right field. Always when you win two, you're definitely doing something right. So congratulations, Southworth, on a Gold Glove as you head into your new player. Now for our big four, we have Rookie of the Year. And your Rookie of the Year got 174 votes. Second place had 141. And your winner from the Vandals is Akshay Rishikesh, user PBoomG. Second Vandal Rookie of the Year in the past 3 seasons. Led all Legends rookies in home runs, WOBA, and OPS. Clearly, when you're an offensive force at catcher this young into your career, you're definitely going to be in the contention for the Rookie of the Year award. And Vandals have drafted exceptionally well, have a lot of great young players. So not a surprise to see that they've won 2 of the last 3 now. So
No, before we go forward, say the name of the second person on that list.
Anne Delavue.
Oh, okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
I'm assuming was a former reliever, so I've had enough time to make
Oh,
my mind up on how to say it.
okay.
But yeah, I don't think MySpace has corrected me on it at all.
Darn, thought I had Johnson there.
No, I feel like I'm pretty good with names. Sometimes I'll get one that'll trip me up, but for the most part, um, I feel like I can get a confident pronunciation for a lot of them. I don't know if they're right, but I don't really have a yeah. Lots of fun names to say in the PBE. For the Legends Conference, our reliever of the year, we have a 11-point separation between first and second. 169 votes for first, 158 for second, and 88 for third. So it was a definitive two-way race here. But your winner from the Voyagers is Ransom Jones, user Scola. Led all Legends relievers in WAR and R-WAR. 3.9 R-WAR was the most for Legends relievers since Yajutav in Season 40. So some great company to be in if you're Scola there.
Yeah, and did a lot better this season in relief appearances than his render.
Yeah. Kind of surprised it was. I mean, if you let in WAR and R-WAR, I feel like I guess maybe WAR is average WAR. So I think there's I don't. The other one has is that P War and R War? I'm not too.
Well, there's War, there's F4, there's a couple of different
Yeah,
factors that
F4.
go
F4 is the one I was
in there.
forgetting.
CRA plus, do you like that?
Yep.
Oh, F4, okay.
Kind of surprised though you lead in War and R War, and I don't know. It feels like a KP's telling me that he can't hear anything, so I'm gonna hope that he's just pulling my
I
leg.
think we're dying.
Uh oh.
We're like going.
Uh,
Oh, darn it.
oh, I think
Now it's black.
we back.
I think we're off.
Okay. Hopefully
We
we're
back?
still rolling. Yeah, I for some reason my I heard that. I looked up in the top right of my computer, and the Wi-Fi was down to 1 bar, and then it went off. So, but we're still good.
Okay.
Just had a little. I don't know what happened. Must have been like a weak spot in the wireless, kind of just.
Internet hiccup.
Yeah, I was worried it might be like storming outside, and then I looked out. I was like, no, it's still good. But yeah, we should be
Yep.
good to go.
Got to revote. Some minors awards will be given out via USPS. Check your mailbox.
Yeah, some of you guys might receive it in the next year, but lost package that shows up like after you forgot that he was even sent. But
Uh-huh.
okay, think everybody is kind of starting to get back in here, so I'll give a maybe a minute to let everybody refresh, and then we'll, uh, we're probably good to go. Yeah, just needed a 1 hour refresh. We hit that the 1 hour mark, and my Wi-Fi needed to take another breath and go down for a little bit. Well, we have our pitcher
Yeah,
of the
what's
year.
the email they can lodge complaints to? No, Bailey looks like he doesn't have the whole thing. So what's the email they can lodge their
We do
complaints
not.
to? PBE
You
head
can
office. And
you can just
what?
DM me. We do not have
Oh,
a
okay.
we don't have a leak email, to my knowledge. We probably have a bunch that have just been kind of used for random
Yeah,
things,
I was gonna
but
say. Oh, there's plenty of league emails. Trust me, there's plenty of them.
just not an official one that everybody uses.
Right.
Um, yeah, so we'll head on to our pitcher of the year. A pretty large gap between the top and the next. We had second and third tied for 115 votes, but first place had 161 out of the Surge, and that will be Brigham Irons, user AW13, a back-to-back pitcher of the year winning for the Surge, if I'm remembering that correctly, because I believe Kobe Kaufman won last year. So got a new teammate up on the list. They do a great job building their pitchers in Buffalo. Um, Second consecutive Buffalo pitcher of the year, finished number one in WAR. Strikeouts to walk ratio, WHIP, and FIP 4.64, which is second all time for the Surge. A very impressive season there for AW. So congratulations.
Yeah. And a tie for second place, by the way. You don't often see this in the larger awards. Artemis Aria and Reynolds Makalaga Imekahai Cove tied on 115 for second place. So that's something interesting. But yes, congratulations to Brigham Irons. A fantastic season. And I definitely appreciate the old school render.
Now we head on to MVP. And for your MVP, 180 votes, a very decisive win here. Probably not a surprise to many people, a familiar player. That will be Sebastian Otage, user Yakko, or Enoch from the Voyagers. Uh, would be something if I won both MVPs, KP, but it's not that rigged, I promise. But a very impressive season.
But wait a minute. But that implies it is
It is not
somewhat
rigged at
rigged.
all. It is not.
Yeah, you said it's not that rigged.
No,
a
it's
minute
not.
here.
It's not. Yeah, if it was rigged at all, it would be not that rigged. Like any level of rigging, it's not that rigged. There's zero rigging, I promise. Crash the sim. No.
I got my eye on you.
But actually got worse after I streamed for the first time. So maybe if anything, I made myself streaming made me slow down. I had 4 WAR through the first half, and then I streamed the home run derby and had 3. So, but
Oh, you only ended with 6-7 WAR. Poor you.
yeah.
Anyway, let's move on
But
to Enoch.
yeah, congratulations, Enoch. Led the Legends in doubles, triples, total bases, OPS plus, and WAR. Not a surprising win that you can get there when you're one of the best offensive players in the league and at catcher. It's going to be really tough. I think that it was a really large WAR gap, if I'm remembering that correctly. It was. Oh, I can't see it anymore, but I think it was at least one, maybe 1.5. So congratulations on that, Enoch.
And I do just because I think it's worth it. This is the MVP. Others receiving votes: Tedford Worthington Jr., Don Marcus, Aria Harper, Yeti Taz, Shrimp McDaniel, Brigham Irons, Enrique Von Caliente, Gaelic Monster Cove, and Artemis Aria.
Yeah, congratulations, everyone. It's always tough to get votes, but when you're getting on the leaderboard, that means you had a great season. We have GMs of the year, and we'll have the same team back up again because it is the New York Voyagers, Enoch and Jimbo. 73 wins. It's a very high win total there. So congratulations, guys, on another. I think this Enoch's like fourth or maybe fifth GM of the year in his career. So he always puts together great teams.
He's got too many of them.
Yes, he has quite the
It just
full
goes
trophy
next to the
cabinet. But
And Jimbo's got
congratulations.
a, Enoch's going to draw the headlines there as far as a lot of GM of the years. Jimbo has a fair few of those now.
Yeah,
He's got one from Indy, I believe, one from New York the first time, perhaps. I don't know if he has any from Seattle or not, I'll be honest, but he's got, I think, at least three.
yeah, that's definitely not easy to win those with how great the GM competition is. But congratulations on some extra hardware for the New York GMs. Now we're on to the minors. Congratulations to the Bears on their World Series win. Um, Took down the Hepcats this season for their, I don't know how many, is it third World Series? I think. I'm
I
not
believe
too
so,
sure.
yeah.
It feels like it's more, but oh, Dame is telling me to say it again. But yeah, congratulations to Bruce City on a World Series. For our Silver Sluggers, we had a very tight race here. 3 votes separating first and second, and third place was only behind by 11. And your winner will be Lestat de Lioncourt, user KDub, from the Dillos. Claims their first Silver Slugger with 3.6 WAR and 1.2 win probability added. Congratulations, KDub, on a great season at catcher. This was definitely a very both Livingston Tweedlecock and Bandit Healer also had some really great seasons. So this was one of the toughest ones for me to vote for when I was filling out my minors bracket.
Your
Uh,
minor's bracket?
or ballot. Got March Madness on my mind, even though my March Madness bracket is not doing too hot. I think I'm almost at the bottom of the PBE the PBE bracket competition. So yeah, not doing too hot there. But congrats, K Dub, on winning it, and Toodlecock and Healer on putting together some great seasons. At second base, we had a pretty big win. I think 35 votes separating first and second, and that will go to Can You Take Me? Oh, nope. Salvatore Bombenciero, user LGTBJG13. I got mixed up a little bit, but the Firehawks first baseman claims their first Silver Slugger award, led the league in hits, or singles, and total bases. A Toro that I'm excited to keep seeing develop, and keep having him around in the locker room. But congratulations, Zombie, on your Silver Slugger. Uh, oh, second base, like I said earlier, 35 votes. Can you take me higher? Um, uh,
Oh, is that what that says?
for
Okay.
Rabid Sponge from
Oh,
California. Got the three-peat Silver Slugger Award at second base, scored 66 runs and 136 hits this season. Some great numbers there at second base. We'll move on to third base. 15 votes separated first and second on this one. And your winner is Walter Walterson, user Double Dub, from the Dillos. Ex-GM, and has been a very dangerous bat so far in his career in the minors. Got the Silver Slugger at third, with Walterson taking over from Commander Warsmoke, who is definitely a name many people recognize who are familiar with the PPE. Walterson led all third basemen with in hits and RBIs with 152 and 93. So congratulations, Double Dub, on a Silver Slugger. Now we go to shortstop. We had our winner with 60 votes. Three people in double digits. But your winner is Les Scoden, the Hepcat user Squid. Claimed their first Silver Slugger with a batting average of 274 and a uh, blanking on, is that probably, oh, WAR, probably WAR, of 1.5. So a great offensive performance there for Squid in Kansas City. Congratulations. We're going to go down to left field, or up to left field, I guess. And we had 59 votes for first place in this one. And your winner out of Anchorage is Zen Bobrist. User Water. Returns to winning ways. They picked up their second Silver Slugger award, led left fielders with 80 RBIs and 28 home runs. 28 home runs out of your left fielder is always a very big boost to your team's offense. So congratulations, Water, on that.
did we do third base?
Yes, that was
Am I
Walter
crazy?
Walterson.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Uh, I didn't wasn't too confident with my answer, so. But for center field, we had a very, very tight race. 44 votes for first, 43 votes for second. But your winner is out of state college. It's Edward
Oh, by
McInlay.
one. One vote.
One vote, indeed. User Edward McInlay. First Silver Slugger, led center fielders with 23 home runs and 68 runs scored. It's a very tight race there for the Silver Slugger. Um, it's, congratulations. I know McInlay had a great career, and Von Kriestelhauser has come on recently and has been great as well. So congratulations to both of you on putting up some great seasons, and McInlay for your first Silver Slugger award. We go to right field. We have 61 votes for first place. That will be the Brew City Bears' Patrick Eschenbaugh, user Trap Hag. The right field Silver Slugger stays home in Brew City. Eschenbaugh claimed their first. Led right fielders with a batting average of 314 and 136 hits. It's a very, very impressive batting average coming from right field. And big, kind of taking over for Tonk Mato over there and putting up some gaudy numbers just like Mato did. So congratulations, Trap Hag, on your Silver Slugger. We head to DH. We have a 53 vote win for our winner. It's a very familiar name, Zach Johnson III, user Crunk. Got the Hall of Fame induction for junior, and now the third gets a three-peat at Silver Slugger. Um, uh, Johnson III claims Silver Slugger for the third straight time, or the third time, leading the league in homers at 28 and all DHs in batting average with a batting average of 345. That is a really, really impressive batting average. So congratulations, Crunk, on a great season.
So if someone else is using your name, who gets the award?
What do you mean?
Because Crunk is using Zach's name. So does Zach get the award? Or does Crunk get the award?
Uh,
Just saying.
yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I wonder because it's gonna say Zach Johnson on the trophy.
That is true. Maybe Zach will have to take back his trophy. Cut him in half. But
No, not no the trophy name, not Zach. We're not cutting Zach in half.
yes, don't do not cut Zach in half. We need him to keep leading the balancing
No,
team.
we need yes, we need him alive. He is very important at this moment, actually.
But yeah, congratulations, Crunk. Head on to our Gold Gloves for catcher. 55 votes for first place. That will be the Brew City Bears, Livingston Tweedlecock. Threw out almost 24% of runners. Last catcher to throw out more than 23% of batters was the former Bears catcher Steve Duke. We've seen that name in these little tidbits. Second time for just being elite at throwing out runners. Got mentioned both for the Legends one and the Minors one. So clearly some players following in his footsteps, but 24% of runners being thrown out is just a very terrifying number, especially in the minors with speed being so prevalent that really helps out when you have a catcher that can just gun down runners that try to steal on you.
Speaking of terrifying, what is that? But
We'll get moving.
what is that? And can it go away, please?
We'll go to first base. We have 54, a 12-run gap um, for
You're
your
giving me a
winner.
12 vote yet?
12 vote gap between first and second.
Okay.
And your winner will be the Wheelers, Curtis Jones, user null15736, had a 4.7 zone rating, which is the highest in the minors since Peter Dawson III in season 50. So a great defensive season for Knoll there. Congratulations on your Gold Glove.
I actually have a funny story about this player slash user. So I saw him create in the league a few seasons ago, and I'm a big Liverpool fan. And Curtis Jones is the name of a midfield player for Liverpool. So I messaged the user like, oh yeah, I wonder if they like Liverpool. Maybe we can talk soccer. Whatever. Always looking for new soccer friends. I was like, hey, is your player Curtis Jones after the Liverpool player? He goes, no. Is there a soccer player named Curtis Jones? I'm like, oh well, I am an idiot. I look like a moron. Sorry about that. And I slowly slunk away.
uh, but yeah, congratulations, Noel. It's been great to see him kind of hanging out around the league, and had played fantasy with him last season. So it's a fun time. Now for second base, we have a sweep. It's Can You Take Me Higher? User Rabbit Sponge getting it done on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Second consecutive Gold Glove, top two in zone rating for 3 straight seasons. A very impressive minors career to kind of win 2 Gold Gloves and 3 Silver Sluggers is quite a feat. So
Indeed. A very good minors career.
yes, I'm sure the Sea Serpents are excited to get Rabid in the majors. Now we head to third base. 55 votes for the winner here. It is Jim Hawkins from the Flamingos, user Tden Stroyer, second consecutive season leading third baseman in defensive efficiency. A clear, decisive winner here in this vote. Congratulations, Tden. I know it's a very familiar name for a lot of people in the league.
Never heard of him.
Yep, never. He's definitely does not work for you.
No, I don't know who this is. Someone will have to
Yeah,
point me in his direction.
I think Thursday
Uh,
mornings at 10:30.
um,
Does that ring a bell?
no, it doesn't. Not quite. Um, not sure who this guy is. Not because he's my sworn arch enemy or anything, but yeah, user is a big time piece of work. I agree. He's my sworn enemy. If you keep up with the media on the forum, you will understand what I'm talking about.
Oh yes, the mock drafts.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes, yes.
remember that. All right, on to shortstop.
Yes, we are enemies.
On to shortstop. We had a 10 vote difference between first and second, but your winner is Spinosaurus Bill, user Moon, finished top three in Zone rating both of his minor seasons. Congratulations, Moon, on your Gold Glove.
Do
Well,
you think it'd be harder or easier to play shortstop as a dinosaur?
um, probably really hard because I don't know if they can even touch the ground, like with their hands.
That's
I
a
don't.
lot, but that's a lot of range there. I mean,
Maybe you grab it with the mouth and just.
yeah, I mean, top three ZR in both minor league seasons so far. It that could be a reason.
We'll see. Maybe be interesting to see dinosaurs playing shortstop. But
A great intimidation factor, by the way.
definitely not imagine being on second base with a dinosaur standing behind you as you're taking your lead off.
There, there's a Spinosaurus staring at you.
But
Oh yeah, RCGG is correct. The throws to first might be difficult.
yeah, but maybe it's just so fast he just gets the ball and beats the runner to the back.
Oh,
Got a
that's true.
big mouth, lots of big glove to catch the ball with. But
I'm not going to first base.
see that running across you on the field. You are not. I'm just
Yeah,
letting.
I'm out of
I'm
here.
done. But yeah, congratulations, Moon. Head over to left field. 59 votes for the winner here. And that is another sweep. Zen Bobrist, user Water. Oh my, 11.9 zone rating. Second Gold Glove in left field. That is a masterclass of defense in left field. Really, really holds down that hot spot in the outfield. So
Yeah, just a little.
yeah, just man, that's like a number you see for center fielders, not a number that you see for
Yeah, really.
corner outfield. So
A
congratulations, Water.
fantastic defensive season. Yes, that I legitimately that has to be one of the better defensive seasons from a left fielder we've had. Like just generally,
Yeah,
that's a very high number.
I'm curious. I'm gonna check the index and see what our
Also, by the way, congratulations to Hydro Hamish, who has won the internet for the day, saying that he thought the dinosaurs retired versus the Astros. Clap, clap, clap.
yeah, that's the sixth highest all time uh mark for a left fielder. Carl Beatty Jr.
Really?
Carl Beatty Jr., who we had today, had three of the top seasons with 12.7, 12.3, and 12. So
Oh my God! Wow.
yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry, I was mistaken.
but top six all time is definitely an impressive mark to be hitting. So
Oh yes, don't get
congratulations,
me wrong.
Water. For center field, we have a almost a sweep, but not quite since they didn't get the Silver Slugger. But it will go to Kreis von Christelhauser, User Christine Aff, first Dillo to win the Gold Glove at center field since season 29. That is a very impressive, or kind of breaking the streak for the Dillos, and kind of getting that in center field is always tough. It's a phenomenal performance to be one vote away from winning the Silver Slugger and also being a in the running for or winning the Gold Glove. So I feel like center field is a harder
Incredible
position to
render.
sweep at. Yes, isn't that you have
Incredible render.
your Discord profile picture?
Yes, my Discord. That is my Discord PFP. That is so. This is the center field General, I believe.
And then in right field, we had a 8 vote difference between first and second. Um, but it will not be a sweep. It will go to Boys 2 Chess back again. User 40 Chess beats out Eschenbaugh for the. Was trying to get the sweep done for right field. First rookie to win the Gold Glove since Malcolm Kell in season 49. So congratulations, Chess, on a Gold Glove. Yes, Florida plays a lot of defense. Got quite a few Gold Gloves.
Yes, they did. I know this is a bit well, off color is the wrong word, but usually don't. I love me some Chess. Okay, wonderful, wonderful fella. Glad to see him win
Yes,
some awards again.
indeed. It's a very great guy to hang around with and talk with. Always positive. We'll head over to Rookie of the Year. And your Rookie of the Year will go to the Silver Slugger Lestat de Lioncourt. User KDub, second consecutive Dillo to win Rookie of the Year. Forget who won it last season. Somebody maybe remembers. Otherwise, I'll check the. It's like it was. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Takahashi. Yes. Oblivion Walker. But but congratulations, Taco Bell Danny had a very phenomenal season as a pitcher.
Yeah,
But
so close. Only
yeah,
7 votes for the one of the big awards is a very tight margin. Well done.
indeed. So we'll head over to relief pitcher or reliever of the year. For reliever of the year, we had a trying to remember. Nope. We have a Brew City Bear, Paj Baba, user C9 Van, barely
Ah,
beat out Gunther Gerhardt for the relief pitcher of the year. Finished with 2.4 WAR, seventh in the minors. No other relief pitcher hit two. A great season from the bullpen for C9 Van.
I'm just gonna put my hand over my monitor and ask we go to the next slide.
Pitcher of the year. We had a very, very tight race. Um, 2 votes separated first and second, and the had I don't know if I'm not going to spoil the teams to give people a chance to think about it. We'll just go straight into it. It was Cornelius George Braxton, user Mug Maniac from the Louisville Lemurs, just beat out Leroy Wolf, who had 96 on the Bears. And this is
Ooh,
the
my God.
second consecutive Lemur to win Pitcher of the Year after Ian Rubbish. So, congratulations, Mug Maniac. Happy for you that you got your award before you leave us for the majors.
Hmm.
But we'll head to.
So now one of Jacob's minors players wins a major award.
I don't think
Hmm.
we had any Silver Sluggers or Gold Gloves. Yes, no Lemurs won Silver Sluggers or Gold Gloves. But
So you might be rigging it, but you're just doing a bad job. Is that what we're saying?
No, not the case. There's no rigging.
Okay.
But congratulations, Mug,
Yes, I'm just kidding.
on a
Congratulations.
on a great minors career. Um, yes.
Actually, wait a minute. Did you just say you guys had no Silver Sluggers or Gold Gloves?
Nope.
Didn't you win like 75 games?
73. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
I think we just
I
had
don't know if that's right.
everybody was pretty balanced and kind of just did their
I
job.
was gonna say, wait a minute. Hang on a second. I don't know if I've ever heard of that one before.
Yeah.
That's kind
We
of
also
it's
we had a really
impressive in
great
its own
pitching staff
way.
too. So we had three
Oh,
capped or four capped starting pitchers, which definitely helps a
oh,
lot. So
okay, yes, that will do it.
yeah, the pitching really helped get us there. Um, we'll head on to MVP, and we have a Silver Slugger taking it down very decisively, 60 votes between first and second. And we'll go to Walter Walterson of the Dillos, user double dub, third all time in minors history with 6.8 WAR. A great
Wow.
season for Walterson. I mean, the stats were pretty much exactly what I had in the majors. So basically just mirrored what I did, and that is just absurd. Those numbers were amazing. Um, so congratulations, double dub on an MVP. I think let me check out those stats. They were something to look at. Um,
Great season
yeah,
for Walter Walters.
356 batting average, an
Choo!
over 1 OPS, 181 OPS plus, 26 homers, 93 RBIs, and a 3.7 zone rating. So even a plus defender. So definitely a dominant season for Double Dub. All right, we head on to GM of the Year. We have a 7-vote race between first and second. But the GMs of the year will be the Brew City Bears with 39 votes, tied for second best record in the minors, got the World Series. Definitely not a surprise to see them winning GM of the year. So they do an exceptional job in their locker room, even outside of they obviously put together great teams, but they are they're just great to have being in that locker room, and they have a ton of alumni that come back, and that just speaks volumes to how great of a job they do. So we'll head to our two most important awards, our biggest awards in the league. First, most dedicated member. We had a very tight race, as we always do. The winner beat it out by 2 votes. 2 votes separated first and second. Third place was back by 11. But your MDM will be Nazbase, the Sea Serpent GM, Marbles aficionado, OTP affiliate, just Prospect League, so many
everything.
things. Got missed out on it last year. Tied with Dame and lost off of first place tiebreakers. But a big congratulations to Nas getting it done this
Yes.
season. Um,
Congratulations, buddy.
yeah, he does it. It is honestly astonishing to me that he put in he's been the solo streaming prospect league, which is like 7 streams a season for like 7 or 8 straight years, something like that.
Yep.
Or like maybe a couple other people have helped out on the line along the way, but like he was around when he was doing it when I joined the league, and just kind of 11 seasons. Yeah, I know that I looked back through the streaming schedule to kind of see how often it was, and I kind of noticed that there was kind of a point where it used to be a lot of people, and then all of a sudden it just was like Nasbase the entire way through. Um, but yeah, congratulations, Nas. You do a ton of stuff for the league, and I mean, I was doing the math. It was like 14 streams between marbles, once a week, and the prospect league, and it's just but on top of streaming for being an affiliate, that quite a amazing contribution. We definitely definitely made a very big impact on the league. So thank you for all that you have done.
Yeah, I just like the MVPs. Others receiving votes: Tden, Bailey, KP4184, Zodiac, Sonic, Rubstein, Dude Man, Webby 1121, who I see is in the chat, one of our moderators. Pineapple, that is legit. Seven Arrows, T, Wildfire Micro, Loki, and Nolan Tag. Congratulations to all those receiving votes for most dedicated member.
Yeah, it's just amazing how many people we have that contribute so much time to the league, and I'm so thankful for everybody that puts in all the work. And you know, it's like we have like 200, 300 job holders or something at that point, and even people who might not be making an appearance on MDM boards. Every single person is does a plays a huge part, even if you just are a banker or just an updater. That like everybody plays in, and we have it takes a village really. We have a lot of work that has to get done, and everybody puts in a ton of time and effort, and really appreciative of every single person that holds a job in the league. So on to the Emmy Memorial Award. We had a another very tight race um, for the Emmy, separated first and second by 5 votes. But your winner is Tidenstreuer. Second place in MDM, but does get the Emmy. The Flamingos said that Tiden has been a valuable asset in the Flamingo Clubhouse, keeping the team entertained and involved. He also helps other Mingos with builds and updates. Has become an unofficial third GM, which has really helped us out. He's also stepped up on the PBE, making his return as a streamer, and often fills in for other people's schedules when they fall through. The podcast has also been resurrected by Tiden, where he stays up on current PBE events and gives a deep dive into league history. It's been a great this has this has been uh, great content by a dedicated PPE member. Um, so thank you, T-Den, for all you do. I enjoy the podcasts, and you've been a phenomenal addition to the streaming team. So it's been great to have you filling in. Big shout out to Boucher. AJ Boucher got 90 votes. EMMJ with 77. Dead Poet with 50. Noel with 46. Oblivion Walker with 46. And Pandart with 38. It's been, especially all of you new users, it's been great to have all of you in the league, and we're excited to see where you go. So that concludes our awards. We have a little note from Sonic Gmail, but yes, you does it. Sonic does a great job putting all these slides together. For people who don't know, it might not be a name that many people recognize if you're not kind of in tune with that process. But I believe he does it solo, and he does a very great job. He wakes up on a lot of times we streamed these earlier, and he was told me he was happy that he got to sleep in today because most of the time these streams are like 11 in the morning or noon, and so. But yeah, it does a great job with the awards and adding all the little stats. It's been really,
Yeah,
really great addition.
Sonic
Has just transformed everything. So
Sonic, if I may, one of the dudes that if you aren't a sim team kind of person, or around us, involved with us, if you just kind of never been, back behind the screen, Sonic is one of the less heralded people, but to me, one of the more important users in the league, to be quite honest, with the graphic stuff that happens between very long service for the draft graphics team, this awards presentation. So thank you very much to Sonic and all the graphics team for their hard work this season, and thanks to all of you for this season 53. Season 54 starts next week it is time to grab the gloves and bats and play spring training baseball again.
Indeed. They just I don't know. It's always it's just crazy the seasons just seem to keep going by. Already at feels like 50 was just like a couple months ago, but it's like we're almost half a year past season 50, which is just crazy. But thank you to everybody that keeps us rolling and everybody, like I said before, everybody who puts in just a lot of time to a little time, anything in between. All of your efforts and help are huge for the league. But yeah, well, that wraps up awards. I am going to start a raid. We'll go over and check out our Silver Slugger winner, EVC. But thank you for joining us. I don't know if we have. Forget when's the Tahini scheduled. I think that might be the next stream.
Yeah, it's. Oh, I don't actually have it on the schedule. It's
April
Tuesday,
1st,
isn't it?
April Fool's Day on Tuesday. So at 8:30 p.m. with Hummus. So tune in for that. Always is a really really fun stream. And Thursday we've got spring training with Hummus, right? 7 p.m.
Yes.
or
Yep.
5
So
something.
we have hummus for spring training at 6 Eastern Thursday, and that will be something interesting for you folks. We're trying something brand new that we've never really tried before on the official live file. So exciting things there. And then Tim G will close us out on spring training on Saturday next week. At I think he told me it's 5 Central. There will be a streaming schedule posted in the main Discord. What times you can find us live this week. Um, Probably sometime tonight.
Yep. So that's all we have. Thank you for joining me, Mike. It's been great to have you along.
Yep. Thank you very much. I feel like this should be said by all of us. We kind of thanked everybody but you. So thank you very much for leading us through another season, Mr. Commissioner, and thank you very much for continuing to
Yep.
lead us. And we are all in your
Always a
debt
pleasure.
for doing the toughest job in this league.
Yep, takes a lot of time, but it's worth it. It's always great to just see everybody enjoying and having fun, and makes it all worth it. Um,
And remember to pick the Ranas in the tahini.
Wonder what the last time the Ranas won a game was in the Tahini. But
Oh God, it has to have been. They've been bots for a while.
I wonder if they've won one in the bot era or not. But
I hope not. Wouldn't that be crazy if they beat a majors team?
yeah, it would. I mean, like it's so hard for minors teams to beat majors teams. Like even when the Lemurs had a really good team a while back, and I tested against our first round matchup, and so we got like one of the lower seeded majors teams, and it was like 9% odds to win. So it's like it's really tough for those minors teams to win, but it's always a blast when one of them pulls the miraculous upset and takes down a majors team. Maybe not for the majors team, but it's a spectacle to see for sure. but, all right, well, I'm going to send us over to EVC. We will thank you everybody for joining and celebrating some performances. We'll see you on Tuesday with Hummus. Got the raid almost queued up.